Dual citizenship. One of the questions is, do I have to renounce my home country's citizenship if I want to obtain Serbian citizenship? And what does it look like for a individual from X country, from Y country? Today, we're going to talk about citizenship, holding a dual passport, and what it looks like and who it applies to when it comes to giving up your current citizenship or having multiple passports here in Serbia. Over the past few months, we've been having a lot of conversations with just myself and consultations with many of you as the viewers or people that are coming through booking in consultations, or even with our legal team when it comes to clients asking, hey, does Serbia require me to renounce my current citizenship from the country that I'm in? And it all depends on what country you're coming from, what the rules are for that country that you're coming from, and also when it comes to history with Serbia and former Yugoslavia, which we're going to touch on today. But as a general rule of thumb here in Serbia, Serbia does not require you to renounce your own citizenship when obtaining Serbian citizenship, but there are some exceptions. But what I want to talk to you about is that there are different rules when it comes to the country that you're coming in from. But for example, under Article 14 of Serbian citizenship law, and first off, I'd like to say that this is not legal advice. Everything is case by case basis. And so if you want actual professional legal advice, please book in a consultation with our team of lawyers or myself that can bring in our team of lawyers, and we can discuss your specific situation when it comes to obtaining citizenship here and if you need to denounce your current citizenship or not. But under Article 14 of the citizenship law here in Serbia, 3+ years of permanent residency in Serbia is required. Now, when you have temporary residency here in Serbia, you are able to leave Serbia or you must remain in Serbia for up to 183 days. After that, you can leave. However, to be in good standings for obtaining Serbian citizenship, it's best to remain in Serbia while you have your permanent residency for as much as you can. Yes, you can go for vacations, you can go out of the country for whatever you need, but if you're going to be gone for months at a time, it's not going to look well on you when you're handing in your citizenship application, which is something that we're able to do here at Relocation Serbia. We can either help you with your temporary residency, your permanent residency, and your citizenship application, regardless if it's by naturalization, by descent, which that comes into a different way term of obtaining your citizenship, which I'll touch on in a second. You must renounce your current citizenship with exceptions, and you must declare Serbia as your home country. And just because you declare your home Serbia as your home country does not automatically mean that you have to denounce your current home country's citizenship. Now, the exceptions to renouncing citizenship comes as follows. If your home country doesn't allow dual citizenship, so if your country such as Germany or Austria does not allow dual citizenship, you coming into Serbia and wanting to obtain Serbian citizenship, once granted, you must denounce your German or Austrian citizenship, or any other country for that matter that does not allow dual citizenship. And that's going to be dependent on where you currently live in and what your current laws are. Those can change from time to time, which is something that you have to keep up on, or that we will keep an eye on when it comes to do you have to or do you not, because some of that information is very difficult to find. So for example, if you're from China, you will also lose your original nationality automatically. Chinese citizens are not allowed to have dual citizenship. And if your country has no renunciation process, then you won't be required to prove that you are renouncing your current citizenship. So for instance, Canada does not have something like that, and so I as a Canadian did not have to renounce it. However, I came in through a different term of applying for citizenship here, which was through descent, which means that my family members were born in former Yugoslavia, that I have heritage here, I have family here, I still have property here, and so I was able to simply apply by providing the proper paperwork of my parents' identification and their birth records and so on and so forth, which is something that again we can help without here, and so that's another way you can do it. And you have to check with your own home country if they have that process, or again you can reach out to us, book in a consultation, and we can work on your own case when it comes to that. Now, there's another way that you can obtain Serbian citizenship here, is by special cases and honorary or high profile individuals. And so the Serbian grants citizenship by exception program, which is something that I've been bombarded with in emails right now, is what does that mean? What are the thresholds when it comes to Serbian citizenship by exception? They don't want to go through the temporary residency process, permanent residency, and then apply for Serbian citizenship in that manner. That's almost a 6-year wait to just get there. And so is there a certain type of investment that I can put in that will grant me that exception, which I'm going to touch on right now. But some individuals that have obtained citizenship here in Serbia by exception is Charles Cather, which is an American YouTuber that moved to Serbia many years ago. And after being in Serbia for 12 years, he was finally granted Serbian citizenship. And it's not that it's because he was here for 12 years or that he's a YouTuber. He has a business here in Serbia that works with youth that helps them prepare them for certain work around the world, and he helps with the interview process when it comes to that. There's also Adriana Lima, and a actor that many of you might know by the name of Steven Seagal, that also by chance also has Russian citizenship. Now, when it comes to what the actual requirements is by citizenship by exception, there is no actual rule when it comes to that. What we know is that it will be at least €500,000 when it comes to investing into a business or into the economy. However, the government is going to be looking at each of these case by case, and if you apply or if you meet those thresholds or not. Now, this is not something that we can do here at Relocation Serbia, and the people that reach out to us are like, hey, can you help us get that? Can you help us with citizenship by exception? No, we can't do that. We don't even do invitation letters or any work permits for that matter. We do work for companies, so we have corporate services that companies will reach out to us here in Serbia that want to hire people from other countries, bring them in, and we'll work on that visa process. But we cannot just find you work and get you a work permit. That's not what we do here at Relocation Serbia. And so those are your main tips there. So your fast track citizenship for investors is, like I said, your 500,000 plus will give you some sort of foot in the door, and the government might look at that and you will not have to renounce your existing citizenship. However, if your country does not allow dual citizenship, then of course, even if you got that by exception citizenship here, and your country, your current home country requires you to give it up, unfortunately, you're going to have to fight your own home country on that, because Serbia has nothing to do with that. And so that is what you have to look at when it comes to obtaining your Serbian citizenship, because there's a lot of if, ands, or maybes, and a lot of people aren't sure where to look for that information. If that's something that you are looking for, please feel free to reach out to us. We have no issues helping you on a case-by-case basis and find out what is the proper way of getting that. Now, if you are just looking to live in Serbia, you don't actually have to get the Serbian citizenship unless you want that passport and be able to travel to other countries in the world. But if you're looking just to simply move to Serbia and live in Serbia, you can just simply come here, get your temporary residency, get your permanent residency, and once you have your permanent residency, you just chill. You don't have to have the Serbian passport in order to stay in Serbia. You'll just get a permanent residency card, and you're able to do what you want to do here and live your life. Now, the final takeaways from this video that I want to talk about is that Serbian dual citizenship is possible, but it's not for everyone. Again, it's case-by-case basis. Most foreigners must renounce their original citizenship to gain Serbian nationality. But if you're coming in here through descent, you don't have to. That's something that I was able to do, is just prove myself and get my application put in and get my citizenship right off the bat. However, if you come from one of the former Yugoslavia countries, you're going to be able to also obtain citizenship that way. You don't have to necessarily be born in Serbia. There's people that are born in Bosnia that were able to obtain Serbian citizenship. Did they have to give up their Bosnian citizenship? Yes, there has been cases that we've worked with clients that were born in Croatia, which used to be part of former Yugoslavia, and in order to obtain Serbian citizenship, they had to give up their Croatian citizenship. And those are some of the rules that we have to go by. And again, these are the laws. These are not something that we can change for you as a individual. It's just something that you have to live with and find out if that's what you're actually looking for, or are you actually just looking to live in Serbia and be peaceful and have a happy life. And permanent residency is something that is perfectly fine to do. There are several exceptions that apply based on ancestry, marriage, government discretion, so on and so forth. So again, my wife, who is married to me as a Serbian citizen, and also our son that is a Serbian citizen, she does not have Serbian citizenship right away. She still has to go through the processes of residency, but her application to get Serbian citizenship will be that much stronger than it would be for someone who's just simply getting purchasing a property here and trying to get citizenship by naturalization. And investors, citizenship is available, but requires a significant financial commitment. And again, that is all looked at case by case. And there is no way that we can determine if it's going to go in. I can say the more money that you sink in, the merrier. The connections you have is a lot better. And, you know, there are people that have obtained those citizenships simply by doing great work here in Serbia, such as athletes, actors, various business entrepreneurs and digital nomads, and you name it. And it is something that is doable. The Serbian government does look at it. So if you actually are looking to do that, come to this country, make an impact, and hopefully you will be able to be granted that citizenship sooner than later. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.